The incredible rise to luxury of the UFC, from broke to worth over $4 billion. Hello and welcome back to another video here on Limitless Luxury, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the incredible rise to luxury of the UFC, from broke to worth over $4 billion. Before we begin, please like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. With Dana White's claim that the UFC is worth $7 billion, it's time to revisit fighter pay. Endeavor purchased the UFC for $4.025 billion in August 2016. 2 years later, UFC President Dana White claims the mixed martial arts organization is worth $7 billion. When you think about it, we haven't even scratched the surface yet of how big this thing can be. White recently told Tony Robbins, "We just did a TV deal with ESPN for $1.5 billion for 5 years. Now the company is worth $7 billion. With no independent corroboration, it's hard to verify if White is speaking truthfully or employing the bluster and hyperbole that have made him one of the most well-known promoters in the world of combat sports. But one thing is certain, the UFC fighters have not seen a trickle-down effect in their paychecks. In May 2015, the UFC reportedly bumped up its entry-level contracts from $8,000 per fight, with an $8,000 bonus for a win, to $10,000 to $10,000. The majority of fighters who compete in their first UFC bouts receive the same $10,000 to $10,000 deals more than 3 years after that increase. At the recent UFC 227, 4 fighters were on $10,000 to $10,000 deals, and 9 of the 24 competitors on the card made $24,000 or less. The highest salary for the event went to Demetrius Johnson, who entered his bout against Henry Cejudo as the 11-time defending flyweight champion. Johnson received a flat rate of $380,000 for his fight, which he lost to Cejudo via split decision. Cejudo was paid a flat $100,000 for his title-winning victory. When the ESPN deal was announced, White spoke to the Las Vegas Review-Journal about the impact it would have on UFC fighters. "ESPN has shown its commitment to not only UFC, but MMA," said White. "The amount of promotion our athletes are going to get now, and what ESPN is doing with this new platform, it's going to be very big for the fighters. That's nice, but that increase in promotion is not going to help the majority of the fighters on the UFC roster. Sure, someone like Conor McGregor will be able to turn some of that exposure into sponsorship dollars, but the rank and file of the UFC, who cannot promote sponsors at UFC events due to the promotion's outfitting deal with Reebok, isn't going to be able to cash in on their appearances on the worldwide leader." And if White's recent statement on fighters who are looking to capitalize on their past accomplishments is to be believed, the pool of money for established veterans who are nearing the end of their MMA careers could be shrinking. At the end of the day, what we're looking for here are young guys that want to be world champions, White said on the UFC Unfiltered podcast. Young guys that know they can be a world champion in the UFC, or girls that know they can be a world champion in the UFC. If you feel that you can't be and you feel there's a better decision you can make at this point in your career for the last contract you'll ever sign, I absolutely understand that. UFC fighters have begun to stand up to the promotion and ask for more significant contracts. Just a few years ago, that would have been unthinkable. There has also been a push to get a Fighters Association off the ground through Project Spearhead, which, among other things, wants a monthly stipend for fighters, as well as good faith bargaining when it comes to fight negotiations. If the UFC is indeed worth $7 billion, there is no reason that fighters who are under contract with the promotion should be forced to work full-time or even part-time jobs while they are training for fights. But hardly an event goes by where there isn't a mention of at least one fighter who is forced to work to make ends meet while they attempt to train for a UFC bout. What do you think about UFC and MMA? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you like them, don't forget to share with friends. Thank you for watching.